Something big is changing in the world right now, and most people can feel it, even if they can't fully explain it. The rules that once felt stable no longer seem permanent. The systems we trusted suddenly look fragile. Power is shifting quietly, slowly, right in front of us. And the most interesting part is this: almost no one is talking about it honestly. Today's story isn't about fear, and it's not about fantasy. It's about emerging New World Order narratives, how they're forming, why they're spreading, and what they actually mean for you. Before we go deeper, take 1 second and hit like on this video. It helps this message reach people who need to hear it. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, because on Mr.Baloch we don't follow noise, we follow patterns, facts, and long-term thinking. You don't want to miss what's coming next. For decades, the world ran on a familiar script. A few powerful nations set the rules. Global institutions controlled money, trade, and influence. Media shaped perception, and most people lived inside systems they never questioned. It wasn't perfect, but it was predictable. Then something changed. Actually, many things changed at once. Financial crises shook trust. Wars became more complex. Technology moved faster than laws. Social divisions grew sharper. And suddenly, the old order didn't look so strong anymore. That's when New World Order narratives began to emerge, not as a single plan, but as many overlapping stories. Some people describe it as a coordinated global reset. Others see it as a natural collapse of outdated systems. Some believe it's being engineered by elites, while others argue it's simply the result of human greed, fear, and innovation colliding at the same time. The truth likely sits somewhere in between, but what matters most is how these narratives are shaping behavior. Look at how often you hear words like reset, control, surveillance, digital identity, central digital currencies, artificial intelligence, multipolar world, and declining empires. 10 years ago, these topics lived on the edges. Today, they're part of everyday conversation. That doesn't happen by accident. Narratives grow when people sense uncertainty. When the future feels unclear, humans search for meaning, and stories fill that gap. One of the strongest emerging narratives is the idea that power is moving away from traditional Western dominance toward a multipolar world. Instead of one center of power, there are now several. The United States, China, Russia, regional alliances, and economic blocs all competing, cooperating, and clashing at the same time. This shift creates instability, but also opportunity. Old alliances feel weaker. New partnerships form quietly. And the average person feels caught in the middle, wondering who's really in control. Another powerful narrative focuses on economic control. Rising inflation, debt, housing crises, and unstable markets have made people question the financial system itself. When trust in money breaks, everything else follows. That's why discussions around digital currencies and cashless societies trigger strong reactions. Some see efficiency and modernization. Others see control and loss of freedom. The narrative grows stronger every time a bank fails or a government freezes accounts. Technology plays a massive role in shaping these stories. Artificial intelligence, data tracking, facial recognition, and algorithmic decision-making are no longer science fiction. They're real, and they're everywhere. The narrative here isn't just about machines replacing jobs. It's about who owns the data, who controls the algorithms, and who decides what's true. When information itself becomes weaponized, reality starts to feel unstable. Then there's the psychological side. Social media has accelerated fear, division, and identity politics. People no longer just disagree, they see each other as threats. This environment makes New World Order narratives spread faster because emotion travels faster than logic. A dramatic story will always outperform a calm explanation. And the more chaotic the world feels, the more attractive simple answers become. But here's the part most people miss. It's not every narrative is designed to inform. Some are designed to distract. Some are meant to keep people arguing with each other instead of questioning systems. When people fight horizontally, power stays vertical. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's human history. Divide attention, and you divide resistance. On Mr.Baloch, the goal isn't to tell you what to believe. It's to help you recognize patterns. Throughout history, major shifts in world order follow similar stages. Economic strain, loss of trust, rapid technological change, cultural fragmentation, and eventually, a restructuring of power. We're living inside that process right now. That doesn't mean collapse is guaranteed. It means transformation is unavoidable. One of the most dangerous mistakes people make is assuming they have no agency. Yes, systems are powerful. Yes, elites exist. But narratives only succeed when people stop thinking critically. Awareness doesn't make you paranoid, it makes you prepared. The real risk isn't a new world order. The real risk is walking into a new world asleep. Notice how language is changing. Freedom is redefined. Security is used to justify surveillance. Convenience replaces ownership. None of these ideas are evil by default, but they become dangerous when implemented without transparency. Power doesn't usually announce itself loudly. It arrives quietly, wrapped in good intentions. At the same time, not every change is negative. A multipolar world can reduce dominance. Technology can empower individuals. Global awareness can create accountability. The future isn't written yet. That's why understanding these narratives matters. Whoever controls the story often controls the outcome. If this perspective resonates with you, let me know you're still here. Drop a comment saying aware or share what you think is changing most in the world right now. And share this video with someone who feels like something is off but can't quite explain it. Conversations like this matter more than ever. As this video comes to an end, remember this. The New World Order isn't just about governments, money, or technology. It's also about mindset. Fear makes people easy to control. Curiosity makes people hard to manipulate. Stay curious. Question narratives, including this one. Keep your focus on long-term thinking instead of short-term outrage. This is Mr.Baloch, and if you want more deep dives into hidden patterns, shifting power, and the stories shaping our future, make sure you're subscribed. Like the video if it made you think. Comment your perspective. Share it where real conversations still exist. Because the future won't belong to the loudest voices, it will belong to the most aware minds.